I got an idea.
Hey, Wyatt, Dylan, Logan's got an idea.
Hey Logan, what's your idea?
We should make a podcast.
Honestly?
Why not? So, let's start this off right with a shot.
Yes. Let's get into
let's
this.
say what we're drinking though.
After the
Alright.
intense eye contact we just had doing that intro, we need a shot.
We're smacking some crack.
Alright, guys, we're in our AAA club. Let's go around in a circle. What are you drinking, Dylan?
I'm drinking spiced gold rum
Yes.
Kraken.
Yes.
That
That's correct.
sounds good.
I'm smacking the Kraken as well.
The spiced gold. Well, me and Logan went a little crazier. We had some of that black Kraken.
Oh yeah, you gotta stick with the black.
Hey,
Once you
I
go black, you
did
never
not-
go back.
Oh yeah,
Damn,
that's what's up.
Kraken black.
Cheers to that.
Cheers
Cheers.
to that. Cheers to the black. To the black gold. What?
Cheers.
Alright, go.
Alright, go.
I missed my mouth.
What? Well, that was a shot and a half. That was good though.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh, that's not nice.
We gotta chase that one.
Alright.
Chase that one.
Russ,
You know
Down
it's gonna be a
fuck.
good podcast when you start off with a shot, you know?
You're talking like a Toronto man.
Oh well,
Hold up.
back in my day.
I got a question. So, Dylan, what was that awkward eye contact you gave me that entire intro?
I can't help myself, bro. When you got such a sexy host,
Hey,
you can't control yourself. Like the viewers, if they saw how you look, they'd be in the same predicament I'm in.
I do what I can. The Johnny Depp crackhead mustache goatee is on fire.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
So, let's quickly backtrack. Before we started this podcast, we were going on about something. I don't even know what the Lord could even say it was, but it was something. We were
was
talking
something,
about
alright.
kidnapping. What we're even going on about?
Oh.
Oh,
It was, Dylan was asking
Oh yeah.
about time. How much time you would do for certain people.
Oh yeah, that's what it was.
Logan, we never got your answer. We talked about it, but you were
Oh
busy.
yeah. So what's the question?
How much time would you do for somebody,
And
if,
who-
if any?
And depending on situation.
And
obviously.
what would the situation be?
Like,
if
take
you
doing
did
it.
time?
Doing
Well,
time.
It-
Is there
It
anybody?
really depends.
Is there anybody you think you would do time for?
Well, family and friends, there's a higher chance of me doing time. If it's like a buddy of mine,
Yeah.
the odds are lower.
Depends
because-
on what happened or something, right?
Well, yeah, if it's like you're my close friend, I'm gonna have your back as long as you didn't like put a gun to some guy's head, make him walk across town, some stupid like that, you know.
Honestly, why not?
Hold up.
Wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
Wait, what?
Wait, what?
All right, Logan, I'm gonna put you on the spot.
Okay.
Let's say I got sentenced to 1 year in jail.
All right.
Doesn't matter what the crime is.
What was
Just
the
let-
crime?
Doesn't
But
matter.
hold up. There has to be some sort of crime.
Yeah, there was a crime, that's why I'm going for 1 year. But it doesn't matter what the crime is, because that'll influence your decision.
Okay.
Let's just say I'm going for 1 year. Are you doing a year, or are you?
Well, that's
or would
really
you
hard.
would you help me split it and do 6 and 6, and then we get off on good behavior because we're good boys.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah?
I'd probably help you out there. Yeah. If you're splitting half and half without me knowing, then
Without you knowing?
well, that's what you're saying here.
No.
I'm throwing. all
I'm
the
not allowed.
Okay.
Hold,
No.
why can't I know what you did here?
You don't gotta know what I did. You just gotta know that like, it's
Okay.
only a year, so it's not that bad.
Only
Depends on the prison.
365 days of my life. Sacrifice for Dylan.
Depends on the
For
prison.
what did he do? Shall not know.
Would you do it?
Would you do it?
That's the real question.
Be honest. There's no hurt feelings here.
So if I didn't know, if I was just like, you're getting blamed for this, and I knew it was you type of deal, but I didn't know what you did. That's honestly so hard to answer.
I
Because
think what.
Can I answer? If
it was like
I think I have a good answer for that too.
Can I answer if I was in your situation?
I think
Yeah.
no, but yes.
I'm not doing it.
Now,
If I'm
if I
not
was
doing
able
it.
to find out the reasoning, because it's so hard to do it without having no reason.
no, okay,
behind
so
it.
I'm kind of follow up on what you said. The whole you're not doing it, and then what you said with the follow. You want to know the reason. So if I didn't know the reason, I'm gonna say no too. But I'm not just gonna instantly go, oh yeah, Dylan did it. He's a fucking jackass. No,
Yeah, that's
I'm
what
gonna
I'm
try to
saying.
prove my innocence so that they know I didn't do it, but I won't rat Dylan out. I won't I don't know what else to say to help him, but I won't rat
Yeah,
him out.
that's
So that it makes it harder for them to actually straight up do it, like straight up get him in trouble for it. But I wouldn't just call him out, but I also would prove my innocence so that they know I didn't do it.
What if it was just me carrying drugs? Like I just got caught with some shit.
If you weren't being stupid and it was just like a dumb thing where you had a nice fucking honking chunk of weed on you that you probably shouldn't have had because you had too much on you, if that was that was the case, something like that, something small like that, because there's lots of places where that becomes a big deal. If it was just something simple like that, potentially, because it's like depends on the just how you're doing, how that person's doing in life. I think to be able to take time for someone. If someone is not doing very great in their life, they might just take the time for you because they're like, I'm already not really doing too good, but like, what if my channel blew up and I'm like doing crazy and my life's going really good? I'm not taking the time for you. I'm not gonna crush my life for that.
Yeah.
that's a fair point there.
You made the stupid decision. If I was having a rough time, maybe. Like I think it just.
Honestly, just depends on what's going on at the time of
Yeah, why?
happened.
What do you think?
What are you doing in that situation?
Alright, so a couple years ago, bro, when I
oh.
couldn't get like
You couldn't get
a
it up.
fat
It
criminal
happens.
record, like if that shit could get cleared, hell yeah. But like if I'm getting a criminal record, bro, and like I'm trying to leave Canada, yo.
Yeah.
Oh
So
yeah.
like,
shit.
if
I
I'm
never
getting
thought
a
about
criminal
that.
record, bro, like I'm gonna plead my innocence and I'm gonna stay silent to whatever. Like I'm not gonna talk anything. I'm not gonna give them any knowledge.
Yeah, McDonald's will barely
But I'm
hire you
just
now if you have a
I'm
criminal
gonna
record.
plead my innocence.
debate it at first.
and try that
They're like,
in court.
Have you shot anybody?
Just get a roofing job, and then you're fine.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, you'll get addicted to cocaine though. So
Pretty quickly.
yeah.
On the first day on your job, you'll be up on top of the roofs,
Can I say it's delicious? No.
playing in all the snow in
the
the middle of July. But it's okay.
It's snowing in July, boys.
Oh
Just run
my.
a line off the shingles.
Oh my.
Hey,
That's something.
Smacks them off the drill.
No, you use a shingle to cut your line. And then, okay, why are we telling people this? On the
We're
roof,
just giving
Don't
you
do
some
coke
inspiration.
and don't do
But inspiration.
don't do roofing.
Don't do it.
Ouch.
Yo,
Sorry to all
no
you
roofs on
roofers.
houses anymore,
Yeah,
okay?
we're not allowed roofs.
I mean, like
Tinfoil,
some people could do
tarp.
it.
Tarp works perfect.
Uh,
Remember last year? It was me, some other guy, Wyatt and Dylan. We made this dope ass snow fort,
Yo, it was crazy.
and it
I
was
remember
inside
seeing
of a
shit about
snowbank.
I remember seeing shit about that.
But we
It-
dug like a 7 feet deep hole inside of a snowbank, put a tarp over it. We were warm as fuck because the snow works as a normal insulator, or well, natural insulator is the right word to use.
Yeah, normal insulator doesn't make sense.
Did
That's
we
not
use
the normal
a certain
insulator.
type of vase inside of there?
Yo, it was the coolest sesh spot ever, man.
I believe so.
It was beside a Walmart too.
I've built my share of forts. I have. I've built my share. I built one with Logan. Me and Logan built one. It got destroyed, but it's like gone now.
Oh yeah, in the forest.
I don't even
That
know-
was sick.
I don't even know how someone destroyed that. I body checked it. It didn't move.
Yeah, we spent time
Someone
like
had
weaving
to-
everything to make it structurally
We
okay.
weaved the sticks through each other and made like a netting out of the sticks.
The roof would come off as one piece.
Bro, it was wild. We had a roof, we had benches, we had stairs, we had a
Yeah,
fucking
we
door.
had-
Forts is a fun thing in life.
We had a door.
Yeah,
Imagine
you just-
opening a door
Yeah.
to a snowbank.
See, I
I
gotta ask.
Yo, we dead ass.
We opened the door to a snowbank to partake in some activities.
And if you would like to see what this actually would look like instead of just imagining this in your brain, just search
the
up
link
on
in the
TikTok
bio.
Logan D1905, and then you will
Peep
scroll
that
down,
shit.
and you'll be able to see the coolest ever snow fort you've ever seen in all your history.
Type shit.
Very shameful plug.
Yeah, I was gonna say that was
that was awesome. No, I've built my share. I gotta ask you guys a question though. Honestly, Logan totally just gave himself an awesome plug there.
What do you mean?
No,
I
but
was just shouting out the snow
the snow
fort.
fort. Yeah.
The
And not my
snow
TikTok or
fort.
anything.
Go follow the account, but like check out the snow fort.
Yeah, well, you can check out the snow
I
fort
gotta
if
ask
you
you guys a
want, but the
question, though.
account is
So,
right there.
This goes for everyone here because you guys all have different opinions on shit. This is why this is a cool thing to have a group of people on a podcast. That's why I like podcasts. So I gotta ask you guys all a question. Probably the coolest fort I've ever built in my life. I think it's on the fine line of no longer being a fort and actually becoming a cabin. So I gotta ask what you guys think about this. Logan, you kind of know about it. I've told you. I gotta ask what you guys think. If this is still considered a good fort, and it's considered just the best fort you've ever seen, or if it's not even a fort no more, and it kind of just pushes off to a cabin. So me and a couple guys from my one of my old jobs, we were like bored the one day, and he was like, "Hey, you want to come help me build a fort in the forest?" I was like, "Sure." Honestly, why not? So I followed him to the forest creepily, and we went in there, and he was like, "All right, we got materials too." And I was like, "What?" And he looks over and he's like, "Yeah, so my dad works at a place where they like make skids and shit. So he just let me have a pile of them, and he had 9 skids, just sitting there. So we started with that. We cleared an area out with like axes and machetes and shit. We cleared a little area out in the forest, like a nice little open one. Not like actually chopped down trees. I know that's illegal. We didn't chop any trees down. I just mean like bushes and stuff, things like that. But what we did was we put the actual like full-on skids together, and we like both sides of the skid, like we full out made a cabin looking thing out of skids. Like we had like a floor, there was a step up to it because it was kind of sitting in between some 3 trees, and we actually screwed and nailed the boards together. There was 4 walls. It was like this room where you could fit up to I think 6 or 7 people could sit in there on benches. We had a roof, you could stand in it, and there was a pull-out bench, one that we made with hinges that you could pull up, sit down on it. We had a hidden storage compartment where if you lifted up one of the boards on the back of the little fort, you could actually put like tools and shit in there and then close the board. So we had a pretty nice setup, and then outside of it, we even put on the roof a slanted roof, like a angled roof, and we even put a waterproof like tarp thing over it, so water would run off of it and not go inside. And then insulated it by throwing stuff into the middle of the skids. And then we dug out like a little pathway down to a little pond and made a dock out of the leftover skids. And that is what we built as a fort. It was awesome. You could sit in it, stay warm, middle of the winter. Like it was nice. And it was to the point where like I literally hit it with a hammer and nothing happened. Like it was solid. Like
Holy shit.
I still left my
You
axe
think
there.
it's still there?
Probably I left my axe there in the tool
Or some
compartment.
crackhead probably has it by
He
this
probably
time.
has it as a home. Like
Some
it's a
people
dope
probably
home.
chilling there.
For a
yo.
crackhead or a homeless person, I built a home in the forest, and it's complete. And
I'm proud of you.
It was a hidden pathway too. Like to go, there was a trail, and you literally had to lift up. It was a bush that looked like it was completely blended. You grab it, and it had a little orange marking on it, so you knew what it was. You just grab it, you lift it up, and you walk in. And there was this little fireplace with a trail going down to a pond with a dock, with a balcony, and then there was the little cabin that you go in with a door and everything, a little gate. Now, does that count as a fort, or do you think I just built a cabin?
I think that counts as a fort. I just searched up on my phone right here. What's the definition of a fort? And it is a fortified building or a strategic position.
Yeah, a fort can be a castle.
Hey,
Like-
So it still counts as a fort right there because it was a
Alright.
fortified building.
well then we're in a fort. Then everything's a fort.
Technically, yeah.
We're all
It is a
house
fortified
builders.
building.
We in the fortress.
From the young age of 4, when you start playing with those couch cushions and you get that fortified fort inside your living room, you're a house builder. You can get a job.
Do you know anyone in your life that's fucked couch cushions? Because I know
What?
someone in my life who has.
I know
Really,
someone.
you?
I
No,
think
not
we might,
me.
we
You
might,
almost
we
won.
might know the same person.
Yeah, you said we shouldn't mention names, so I'm not going to.
Yeah, don't mention name.
It starts with a J.
All right.
Is it Yak Blair?
Yes, it is.
Oh.
See, I don't know who this is, but they've done that to couch cushions.
Yeah, it's a fake name, but
Yeah.
it's
It's a very fake
they
name.
got down and dirty with the couch cushion.
Like hardcore
What?
craziness. dude.
What do you mean?
Like the
Like,
person said
Leather
that-
couch cushions, they openly admitted and like proudly.
Did they
They're like,
ask
"Yo,
the,
bro,
the
like,
couch
I
cushions
stuck,
for
I stuck
consent?
my dick in between two leather cushions and I fucked it.
The real question is,
That's weird as
why
shit.
would you tell people about that?
That's
I don't
not
know.
a cool story, honestly.
It is like I
it-
wish I could say I had fucked. leather
That's
couch
weird.
cushions.
You shouldn't gatekeep interesting things about your
right?
life.
Like it could be fire.
Well, I guess.
I feel like that's something you don't share though. I feel like that's a cool thing that happened to you and you enjoyed it maybe, depending on who you are. It was a good time, but I don't feel like that's something you should just share.
What if you were like grade 10? You were a young buck.
You were talking about all the things you went crazy
Well,
on.
yeah, I guess.
Yeah,
Grade 10, you're
fair,
saying
I guess.
everything.
That's true. People have done some crazy shit, especially when you're in high school. You start just naming all the shit you've done, and people are like, "Yeah, that's awesome, dude." And then after high school, they'll look at you and be like, "Are you
What the
retarded?"
fuck?
Like, what is-
I got a question. How do you feel about people trauma dumping? Like some people, a lot of people in the world, they're like, like they don't fuck with it. I don't mind it.
what do you mean?
Like they just not out of nowhere just start like
Just start
explaining shit that
explaining all
happened
the
to them in
shit
their
that's
life, but
happened
like in mid conversation, something that will relate. to
Life
something
is
that's
so
happened.
hard to give shit like that, like opinions on shit like that.
If it
because-
relates to it, I feel
yeah,
like
I feel like there has to be some relate.
you're like, all right, well, like this is my experience from that, and it's kind of fucked up experience, but like this is what I think on your experience of that.
Yeah, so I agree with that. I think if it relates
If it
and like it
relates.
comes up, then it's okay. And I feel like there's the odd instance where if you bring it up suddenly, it's okay. But I feel like it just depends on the scenario that it happened in. If you guys are chilling, having a great time, listening to music, just drinking, having the time of your life, and someone goes, just decides randomly, let's just my dad died and I watched it happen. Like if that just happens out of nowhere when you guys are just chilling, that's like what the. It's like, what are you talking about? No one, like, honestly, man, no one cares at this current time. Like, but that's the thing, though, because truthfully, this shit's gonna hurt to hear for some people, but no one cares.
No one give a fuck.
Deeply think about this. No one really cares when you hear someone tell you some sad shit. You'll say you feel bad, and in the time you do, the next day you don't even know what happened. You don't even remember that conversation half the time, and you're like, oh well. It's not your life. You don't have to worry about it because I think everyone in this
Can I
world is
pause you really quick?
a little selfish. Go ahead.
You know the easiest way to stop caring? It's just sparking up a joint. So what are you guys saying? You trying to spark up a joint?
Spark that bitch.
Go for it.
Alright, well, let's do
Spark
it.
up a joint in your toke.
I'm a clean sober man. I don't do that.
Well,
I don't-
it's currently being lit on fire if you guys would like to know.
As I've emptied my second bottle of rum. Clean
you-
sober man.
Do you think people like typically the older generation they think of weed the same as like heroin and crack?
Yeah.
Do you think that's understandable for them based on how it was back in the day?
Is it like
When they were doing acid
I think
was
they
their
used
main
to.
thing.
I think
Yeah,
they
acid
used
is
to.
like
I think it's I think it's a weird one to talk about because no, you know what I think it is. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think this
That's
is kind of a dick thing to say. I won't lie to you, and I think this is, as some people say, this is disrespecting my elderlies. I'm assuming. Whoops, a lot of
Something
people would
like
say.
that.
Yeah, but I'm gonna be honest here on what my thought is on why people.
what?
You gonna take the joint?
he was
I'm
deeply
gonna take the
invested.
joint.
He was listening.
But like, I think an honest opinion on this, on why people older than especially us, since we're all fairly young,
Yeah.
is when people decide that they want to like shame you or almost say it's bad that you're smoking weed or just whatever. I think weed's okay. There's obviously a lot of other shit that's not cool, and I don't think you should be doing. But I think weed is okay. I think that is an okay thing to do. I really do. Because it's really not that bad. It's a fucking plant that grows outside. And yes, some people will be like, cocaine's a plant. It is, and honestly, cocaine's not that bad either. It comes from a plant, cocaine.
Cocaine itself.
I don't agree with you on that.
What
Well, see, no, I'm
plant does
not.
it come
I say
from?
it's bad, but I think if it's, I'm not gonna say like I won't say it's something you should go do, because I would never do
Isn't
it.
it always
No.
like mixed with
But
like a bunch of shit?
There's
though?
see that's the problem.
it's
Most people
mad,
mix it with a
mad
bunch of
cut.
shit, bad shit. Yes.
You know, like even if you get good shit, like,
Yeah.
it's cut.
That's the
like,
problem. But pure like by
Pure
itself,
co-
which is actually what they used to put in Coca-Cola.
What? Mm.
That's still rumors. I don't know how true that is. That's what they used to put in Coca-Cola.
I remember that.
But yeah. So my opinion though, since like weed is probably one of the, it's really in my opinion the only one that I find was actually okay, and I think the reason why people older like in the older generation, boomers or whatever the hell you want to call them, baby boomers, shit like that, even millennials, because I guess those are technically older than that's technically an older generation now, because that fits in like the, I don't know, 25 to 30 range type thing, and we're younger. So the thing is I think that they don't see it as in, I don't think they see it as in it's like a bad drug. Because like Logan pointed out, they mentioned that they always brag about their stories, how I did acid when I was your age, I was
Yeah.
smoking crack, I was doing all this, I jabbed up on heroin. And it's like, okay, well then why are you shaming me on weed? So I think it's not because they're disrespecting that or shaming you on the weed. I think it's because they just think I think they think because they're older and they think you're stupid. Because that's a big thing. Not purposely.
No, but you're right, because even if as yourself,
Yeah.
an unbiased opinion, I think as people who are younger than me, it's just
Stupid.
exactly.
And it's not like you're trying to be doing it on purpose and trying to be a dick. It's just a natural thing. You think they're younger. You think they know less than you.
Exactly.
So they see that you're smoking weed. So in their head, instantly it goes, oh, they're stupid. They're going to follow that through and then do all this other hardcore shit.
But when hold
I
on,
think it's because
when
maybe in their experience, weed was like a mad gateway drug.
Which
right?
now it's not.
as
People
soon
use it
as-
as anxiety now.
Exactly, but like before, like people smoked weed, right? And then they got high and like they do all this shit and they like
Because that's when drugs were still
they
fresh.
do all this shit and then
That
their
shit was
friends
still
would
new.
do other shit and they're like, yo, like what are you doing? Like what?
Oh, let
what's
me
that?
try that. That looks
Right?
sick.
And you're like, yo, I'll do it once.
But now we
right?
know-
But
now-
everyone said they do weed once.
Difference is we all grew up hearing about all the other drugs, whereas they didn't. That shit was all still coming into play. It was all still coming into life as a new thing.
they were trying it all.
Yeah,
For us.
whereas us, it's all, we all know about it. We learned about it in school. We've seen it in our movies. We've seen it in our games. We've seen it in our books. Like, we've seen it in...
Bro, there's drug therapy. Dude.
Exactly.
Isn't that wild?
So, well, see, that's the thing. You hear about all this shit, so all of us, we kind of just hear it already as a bad thing, so we know it's not a gateway to us. It's not. How could it be a gateway if we already know all the
only gateway is to the fridge.
your curiosity.
The only gateway.
Your curiosity is the gateway.
The only door it's going to open for you is the fridge door.
Yeah.
Because you're going in there to grab your munchies.
The
To be
fridge,
honest-
the fridge drawer or the snack cupboard.
I do believe
Exactly.
it is a gateway drug to a certain point. I don't believe that I would have ever taken shrooms if I
Ooh.
didn't smoke weed.
You know what? No, he brings up a good point. Because, see, I guess you could see it as that way, where you get that high. You
Because
get,
then you're like,
your
all
first
right,
high,
I'll
you get a
do
weed. You're like, I
something
want
else.
some more high. I want to get more high. And then you're like, we can't
No,
do that. I don't know.
you want to hear the
It's
thing?
not even about
I
wanting that more
I went
high.
Some
in
people
knowing I
crave
was going to
Some
want
people
more
just
high.
like crave that shit.
Yeah, some people crave that shit. But you're right though. It is, but people just want to try more shit. Then you know, I'm going, okay, if I like this, maybe I'll like this.
But it could also be the influences that I was around.
Yeah, the
That could've
people.
also
People
done that.
influence is a big thing in life, 100%. Like, I got lots of family who's into some hardcore shit because my hometown was not a great place, so they would go and smoke weed with someone, and the next thing you know, that guy beside him was doing something on the table, and he was like, oh, let me try some of that then, I guess. To fit in, right? That's a big thing. A lot of people do things to fit in. That's true. Like 90% of the world is followers. People try to fit in. They see you doing something, they're like, oh, I feel out of place. I'm gonna try to fit in. Because no one wants to be at a place you feel unwanted or you feel unconnected.
Yeah.
Because that's not fun. Everyone's talking, having a good time. You're chilling out. You don't want to be there and just like sitting there while they're having a blast, right? So you chime in and you start doing what they're doing so you can fit in. But then that you end up doing something you probably shouldn't have, and then you end up getting too into it. And so influence is
that's-
big.
That was a good joint.
That's why sometimes you gotta like be in your own place to get
just
your
smacked.
shit done and then like not worry about that as much.
I will say what he said though. The shrooms actually I don't think is a bad one. I don't think it's one that you
It's
should
a-
go do like constantly. I'm not saying, hey, everyone must go grab some shrooms. Have a
But
time.
it's not as bad as the ones
But I'm
that are
not
like
saying you
made
should
in a
not.
lab. 'Cause
Yeah.
It's not like all these chemical compounds going into it, just fucking with.
It's a fucking
You
mushroom.
can grow that shit
Pretty
with cow
much, yeah.
shit in darkness.
Yeah.
Get a what's it called, an
He's
empty
not
like
wrong, though.
laundry basket, like one of the ones without holes in it. Cover fucking cow shit. Wait like 6 months, come back, and it's gold.
Yeah, no, it's.
Actually, don't do that.
Do you know from experience or something?
No.
So he watched the
You-
show and they were doing this. But yeah, no, it's not that bad. Realistically, like it's not really that bad of a thing. It's not like we said, it's not something you should just go do. But like, honestly, this is kind of cringy. No, I was not gonna say honestly. Why not? I saw you look at me like that.
But why not?
For fuck's sake. Seriously, yeah, I want to say seriously. We're gonna change that up a little bit.
Honestly, seriously.
But I think that now I'm losing my train of thought. God damn it.
Shrooms.
Shrooms. I lost my train of thought. That's horrible. I hate when you gotta say something and you just lose it. It's gone from my memory. I never even knew what I was talking about.
You know what you gotta do?
What?
So have you ever watched the movies with all the motion sight? What's the movie called? It's a Disney movie.
If I just forgot my own train of thought, I'm not gonna remember.
With
what
the
it was.
emotions.
Yeah, the emotion.
Inside Out?
Yeah, Inside Out,
Inside
something
Out.
like that. You
Yo,
gotta
the
talk to
mom
your
was bad.
inside out, yo.
Alright,
Be
hold
like,
up.
yo, bring back my core memories, and be like, yo, I want that memory back.
Yeah, like run that shit back.
Yeah,
Exactly.
and be like, yo, run it up.
Wait, they did that shit in the movies?
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
no,
there's memory balls.
yeah, they were looking for all the balls because they dropped their balls. They were finding them all, and then.
Wait, who dropped their balls? What?
Well, no, their balls dropped, and then their mind was just going insane. They're about to die
Back to
basically.
my
Their
thoughts.
mind was
I
like
mean-
dropping, and then they
Bro, technically
back.
it's a metaphor, right? The balls dropping is a metaphor for the main character going through puberty and experiencing the hormones. Cause like
Oh.
they literally ran away like at the end. Well, spoiler warning.
from like 10
But,
years
like,
ago.
Yeah, but like spoiler warning.
If you haven't watched this
Dude,
ome, pause
Dylan,
it.
are you laughing
and
because you
watch
watched
the
me
fucking
remember what I
movie.
just was gonna say? Is that what that was?
No.
Okay.
But
No,
it's a metaphor.
Spoiler warning from something that happened 10 years ago.
If you haven't seen it, here's a spoiler. But no, I remember what I was gonna say. So,
Bro, if you haven't seen it, you're just
Hold on.
uncultured.
what I was gonna talk about earlier though, about all that drug talk. It's kind of cringy thing to say. It really is, but it's a really true statement. Is that whole thing that was very popular, the very stupid saying that was popular back in like 2016, 2015, where people said YOLO, you only live once.
Well,
It's
it's
a
true.
really truthful thing. Though.
That's how I live by.
How else are you gonna like? I want
Exactly.
to hear all four of your opinions on this, and I
Like-
can guarantee I know the answer. Guarantee. This is one of those things where I feel like you're gonna answer it the same way, and it's hard not to.
All right.
Would you rather live a long, dreadful life of never doing shit you enjoy, of backing out of dangerous and hardcore risks, just to play it safe, or would you rather live that shorter life, where you get to enjoy everything, you're always having a good time, and you get to experience more than most people? What are you gonna pick? Shorter, more experienced enjoyment of a life, or are you gonna pick longer, dreadful, boring?
See, I've thought about this before, and it truly depends to me how much shorter it is.
If
if
you
it's, like-
die by like 40 instead of 80,
I think it depends on the extent you take,
maybe 30.
the
instead
extent
60.
of risks you do. If you go too far, yes, it's going to be a lot shorter. But if you just do it as in like simple as, some people go vegan because they're like, oh, I want to be more healthy,
Yeah.
or they'll do diets and be like, oh, I don't want to eat sugar anymore. You're gonna go do that's not gonna shorten your life that much, realistically, unless you have like prior health conditions. There's a lot that adds up to it. It's called cause and effect. That's what it is. You do one thing and it affects things in the future. Sugar, things like that, smaller ones, even small changes like that. Like me, I don't eat a lot of junk food, but I drink a lot of sugary drinks and chaotic drinks because I think they taste good, and I feel like it would suck if I died without tasting some shit I've never tasted. I don't know. It just feels like I want to try new drinks. So I don't know. That's how I feel about it. I feel like yes, to an extent. I'm with you. I don't want it to be too much shorter because I want to live. It's an extent on your risk. Depends on what risk you take.
That's
So you want to know what I'm thinking about this?
What?
So that YOLO is basically what you're saying, right?
Yeah.
Is you only live once.
Yeah.
But that's pretty much how I live my life, except for it's pretty much YOLO, but you only die once in your life. So you might as well make it the best life you can make it until you die. Because what if you wake up tomorrow, but you don't wake up? You're just dead.
In other words, live like tomorrow's your last day.
That's pretty much.
YOLO.
Yeah.
Let's
Well, I
let's
guess.
bring it back, guys. 2023, 2024. It's coming back.
No, because everyone's. Well, like I have a friend.
We'll call it Yodo. You only die once.
Yeah, but I have a friend. He doesn't. He's like, yo, you smoke weed. That's not good for you and shit. But yeah, it's not good for you.
You know what he's talking about?
My
Is that what he
memory is horrible. There's a lot of long-term effects for weed smoking, but honestly, why not? What if I didn't smoke weed?
Why not? Shameless plug to the podcast.
Yeah, quick pop it in there, because honestly, why not? Podcast is linked down below in the description, or
No,
you're watching it right now.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say, what do you mean link down below? They're watching the Honestly Why Not play.
It's a good
They're about
podcast,
20
though.
minutes in. If they didn't know how to find it 20 minutes into the podcast itself, I would laugh. And maybe if we posted it on something else other than YouTube, that would be fitting.
Honest.
Why not?
Because what if we put it on like Spotify?
That'll
Because
be
you're
like a
probably
milestone.
watching this video right now on Spotify. We don't even know. You could be in your mom's basement, 40, but we don't care.
'Cause
We
honestly, why not?
appreciate you.
Yo, that's true.
Yeah.
Bro,
Dylan, think about this, man. I'm gonna blow your mind. If you're gonna lose your mind off that, you ready? This is gonna fuck you up. Your kid could be 19 right now, watching this in a VR MetaQuest. Right now, this current moment in time, that is one of the viewers. It can happen.
damn.
Yeah.
Bro, and there's a chance it could be so far down the bloodline that they don't even know I'm
Your
related.
grandchild, who doesn't even know he's related to you, could be listening to you on this current podcast right now.
That motherfucker a genius, because honestly, Why Not Podcast is the best podcast.
He knew what to
that
do.
that's what's up.
Yeah, he knew where to go.
He ain't down because
at
he
this
knew
point
what
it's not
was
called
up.
YouTube. It's probably called Join In, like where you can like fucking click a button and you end up sitting there at the table with the guys. Like, I don't know how they're gonna figure that shit out, but who knows? Have you guys? So have all of you seen Ready Player One?
Yes.
I think so.
I think it's that one where like the VR gets crazy, where they start actually entering a VR world, and like he's got that
And the
treadmill.
life is all on VR.
He's got that treadmill that allows him to actually like walk into VR.
I
Yeah,
don't think I've seen
It's a good movie. You should check it out. It's not bad actually. I kind of like it for like a movie that's PG rated, pretty much PG-13.
It's a
good.
really good movie.
Because I think
suggest
I think the road's going there. Because listen, look at how crazy VR is getting. We all been getting VR lately, and the VR MetaQuest 3, the one I got, it's pretty insane already. Like it's already insane the shit you can do on it. I can text someone on my phone while still wearing the VR in a game.
Or you could be on the VR texting
Yeah.
someone.
Be on the VR and text someone.
Bro,
Like,
I was
yeah.
on the VR and I was texting my work group chat.
Yeah.
It was wild.
In the middle of a boxing battle, some dude just gave you a nasty left hook. You're like, yeah, I'll be there. See you later. It's intense how that happens. Blows my mind. I love how he tried to sneak past, and we literally just went silent to let them hear him sneak.
Bro, you had to concentrate.
We all let him concentrate. That was too funny.
Kanye yet. Kanye West was cloned.
I agree.
He
agree.
is not that tall.
He also shouldn't shop at Balenciaga after he disses them for exposing children.
And he should post publicly.
Yes,
Like,
Kanye
what
should
is
post
Kanye doing?
I think celebrities are retarded.
Kanye
Not
never-
Kanye. Actually, in an interview, he was like, so he's known for having bipolar disease,
Mhm.
and he's like, I found out that I might not be bipolar. I might be slightly autistic. And that's where it ended.
I take
Oh.
back my statement because now it's offensive.
Bro, remember that one time where you said, telling the truth is crazy in a world full of lies?
Yeah. I remember. We're gonna pick you up.
Why do we all get
W.
silent when Logan
Kanye.
walks in? Logan walks in and we're like, oh, the boss is here. Even though we're both, all three of us are the bosses.
We're the boss.
We're the boss. You two want to say we're the boss?
Come on.
We are the boss.
Just tell
You were late. It wasn't perfect. Because you said, let's try that again. Ready? We're the boss. Oh, damn, we didn't even do it.
Were you the only one who did it?
Yeah.
Alright.
Come on, you ready,
So
guys?
I
Ready?
hope you guys are
3,
enjoying the podcast so
Let
far.
Dylan say
There's
it
so
every
much
That's what
time to
Logan say it
go.
every time.
So I hope you guys enjoy the rest of this podcast. It's
Yo,
gonna
we
be
should take
wonderful.
another shot just
Yeah.
to amp this up.
Hold on, back up. No, back up. We gotta talk
wow.
about something that you just fucked them up with that option there. I don't know if they're ready
Whoa,
for that.
should we do
but-
it?
Hell no.
Bro,
Why
I
not?
still need to fucking
I
drink
got
this,
work in the
yo.
morning, bro.
Bro, we throw
You
a
have work in the
honestly
morning,
before
too?
the why not, and then it's an honestly why not, so we honestly, why not? Should
Man, I
do
forgot
it.
what I was going to say. again.
Honestly, I gotta finish my drink.
Yeah.
Honestly.
I'm not even halfway done this.
This shit is like I've had 7 sips off this.
How about half a shot?
Why are you staring at me directly?
Because I know you'll say yes.
Well, god damn it, that's unfair. You know I'm going to say yes. That ain't cool.
Shots. Shots, shots, shots,
If you-
shots,
if
shots,
you wanna
shots.
put the effort-
Everybody.
If you want to put the effort into pour me one, I've got
Okay.
it. I'm not pouring it. If you want to pour it,
What are we drinking?
do something different. You have options. Grab whatever.
All right. So the option I have chosen is the Captain Morgan Spice Rum. We're gonna try it out here. See how it goes.
We've already tried it, but it's good.
It's not a half-empty bottle.
No. It's
Oh, have you guys actually seen that Snoop Dogg has quit smoking marijuana?
Oh, yeah.
That's crazy.
We
Did
smoked
you guys
it,
see that, though?
Yeah.
Isn't that
That
wild?
joint
Yeah.
was
He's done.
for him.
Yeah, but you guys know what he is doing, though? Yes, he said he stopped smoking, but he then also posted he's starting a brand new edible weed gummy brand.
That's genius.
That's okay.
So,
He hustles.
He's no longer smoking weed, but he's still going to be high as shit.
He's gonna be, bro. You know who Conor McGregor is, right?
Yes.
So he just went off on his Twitter the other day, and he was so passionate about Snoop quitting weed. He did like a 2-minute talk about it. He was like, "I wonder if the lad's ever gonna
For
like
sure.
take edibles instead
Oh,
of
he's just pouring me
smoking."
one.
Like, I don't know, bro. He got like so passionate about Snoop Dogg quitting weed. It was amazing.
That's beautiful.
Cheers to Snoop Dogg.
Cheers to Snoop Dogg.
Cheers to
Shot
Snoop Dogg.
classes. How the fuck did I miss again?
That was good.
I missed again. It went down the wrong
How do you
tube.
genuinely miss your milk?
Because Logan filled my thing so much it was pouring out of it before I could get it to my mouth.
You agreed to the shot?
I didn't even fill it that much. It was good though. The most I got in my mouth. The rest was on my sweater. Oh god. No, but a serious topic though that was brought up before the podcast while we were doing something. I wanted to hear more of kind of what the opinions were on it because it is a serious thing in the world right now, and honestly, it's a big thing and it's really unfortunate and it does suck. So I want to hear what all of us kind of the opinions on this is. I brought it before. How do you feel about suicide? And I know it's a hard thing to bring up, but it's a very unfortunate big thing that happens constantly and is happening all the time. Like numbers of it are on an all-time high right now. So what do you feel about it? What's your opinion on it? Be honest. And there's no offensiveness here because this is just it's an opinion on it, and it shit happens. It is still sad. We're not gonna whatever our opinions are here. Don't take it as in these guys don't care that this person did this to themselves. No, that's not what it is. It's more of a what we think about it in general. It's not that person. It's about what we thought about it. What happened, the event. It's nothing what happened to them, not them directly. It's about the whole idea of it in general. Like, what is your thought about it? Honestly, I'll start with Dylan and Logan on the other side of the table, because me and Wyatt are on this side.
That's deep.
Yeah, that was a deep topic.
Uh,
I gotta know.
How do I feel about suicide?
Honestly, it's a weird question, but it's true. I gotta know, because everyone feels about it differently.
As sad of a thing as it is,
Yeah.
I do believe there is some selfishness
Okay.
to it. And
Now, is that due to like a family friend aspect?
no. It's nothing that personal has happened to me, so maybe I'm seeing it from like an ignorance
Okay.
instead of how it really
Yeah,
is.
you could be. Who
But
knows?
just based off my thoughts alone,
Yeah.
I think you're just transferring your pain onto someone else.
Oh yeah. You're kind of just passing it along.
Uh-huh.
You're not really
So
doing anything. You're not getting rid of it.
you're giving up your pain,
Yeah.
and maybe you're giving up the rest of your life as well, so maybe it's a fair exchange. But at
Yeah.
the same time,
You kind of paid your price, I guess, in a way.
uh-huh.
That's a fair way to think about it. What about you, Logan?
Well, I'm thinking the same as Dylan.
Okay.
It's well, I can't really say much about it because I never really had the
inkling to it or anything
experience
like
or
that,
anything
or know anybody.
happen.
Yeah.
It's just I know personally. It's
Do you just not see the point? Is that what it is?
that's what I'm thinking. I would just
Okay.
don't see why. It is just
Why did you do it?
you would. There's no point.
Yeah.
It's like a waste almost.
Pretty
Like a
much.
waste, yeah.
It's like when you're playing video games and you just jump off the cliff, and you're wasting a life, right? It's just
I wanted to see how
Not-
I wanted to see how my Zentorno would crash on that tree. Okay, I just wanted to see how fast it would blow up. That's it.
but why?
Because I wanted to see how fast it would blow up.
But that's actually a kind of good excuse. But if you're just
Not for life. That is
That's
not
shallow
a good
rocks.
fucking.
Nah,
Just
like
junk.
imagine like you're 80 years
But no,
old,
not
bro,
in a
and you're
bad
like,
way.
Nah, like I'm not
It's
trying to
just-
die from old age. If I'm
Oh.
dying and I'm old and I'm chilling, bro.
See, that's
like,
different
no more
though. That's not
regrets.
suicide. I don't think.
That is like it's like a different form of suicide.
Yeah, 'cause,
It's like you're still letting yourself go, but it's from like a
Like if you're legitimately like
positive
you're like
standpoint
80,
instead of a negative
Yeah.
one.
like 80, 90, 70,
I feel like-
whatever. You've lived a life. You've experienced shit, and you know you're gonna die of old age soon. Or because you can
I'd
feel
jump
it.
off a building.
That's a known thing. You can feel it. I'm sure you guys have heard that before. Old people saying they can feel it before it happens. And if that's the case, why the hell would
exactly right. Like why not
End it
do
off with a
every
bang,
drug
right?
in the world?
every drug in the world.
that's
yeah,
a crazy bang.
mix it into a cup and just
See, my opinion on
Into
the
a
whole
cup?
topic, my opinion kind of to round this up on this whole topic is I think I agree with everybody on this, but I have like some I think I just think I honestly just think it's stupid. And I think that is probably the most offensive thing to say to it. I'm taking a hit here and saying the most offensive opinion on this. I agree with the thing that both of you guys said, and I agree with the thing what Wyatt said. But I just think it's stupid. Honestly, I honestly think it's just stupid. Because like, what? I get you're just trying to not deal with your problems anymore because it's gotten too much. Because as someone myself who's been through a lot of shit, I've never had that thought just because I think it's stupid. But I've dealt with a lot of my own shit to the point where like I'm not saying I've dealt with any worse than anybody else. Everyone deals with their own shit to a certain extent, right? Everyone's mind handles shit differently. But I just feel like it doesn't make any sense. Like you're not just getting rid of the problems, like you said. You're not solving them. You're leaving it behind, passing it on, like you said. And why would you? You're just letting your shit win. You're sitting there and just saying, you know what? Sure, all that shit that's been fucking me up for the last year and a half, caused all my failures. You win. You're just giving up. That's not cool. You still have so much life to live, man. And like, sure, some people believe in religion, and that might help your case if you believe in God and stuff, and you think you're gonna go to heaven, or you think you're gonna go to hell, even. But like, not everyone believes in that. Or their own God or their own religion. Not everyone believes in all that. Everyone has it differently. Everyone thinks you're gonna go to different places. So like, what's the real place? What if it is just nothing? Why would you want to do that? And why would you want to experience nothing? Because realistically, no one knows how that feels. Because you can't come back and explain it.
Actually, like imagine like before you were born. You can't. That's nothing.
Yeah, that's
That's
death.
That's exactly what it'll be. It'll be before you're born, after. It's the same.
So you
thing.
can't
It's
even
nothing.
give me an opinion on that. That's when people go, "Oh, well, it's peaceful." It's like, no, you can't say that. You don't know.
You-
You don't remember. You don't know what it's like to be nothing. No one does. So I can't take an opinion on it and someone say that's why they would do it or that's why it's a better choice because you don't know. You can't just use that as an excuse. It doesn't make sense. It's dumb to use that as an excuse because why would you say something not a single person in this world knows about and say that that's why? That gives nobody an answer. That's just saying that's giving someone a dumb answer to a question. Like if someone it's and not the exact same, obviously different shit. But if someone was to look at me and ask me a question, like if Logan looked at me right now and said, "Hey, you want to go for a bike ride?" and I hit him with, "Yeah, I'm sitting on the chair right now."
What?
That makes no sense. The answer didn't help you at all, did it?
No.
It confused you.
It's just stumped.
That's exactly what telling someone that, oh yeah, the reason why I would do that is to not have my problems anymore, to have nothing, so I have to feel peace. You don't know you're gonna feel peace, so why would you say that? You don't know the answer.
You don't know what happened.
You just gave them the same shit, a stupid answer to a question.
Yeah,
And it's
like
just not
everyone
cool.
everyone has a belief what they think what's going to happen
Yeah.
after they die, but
No one actually.
no one
knows.
really knows.
I
There's no one's actually been like,
there's
yeah, I
nothing wrong
died.
with
This
religion.
happened.
I don't know about you
Been
guys.
there,
Like
done that.
I don't even have a religion. I don't know about you guys, but I don't have one. And it's not that I don't believe in anything. I just struggle because I feel like I need proof, and I feel like nothing's giving me enough proof. So, because everyone, like, if everyone believes in all this different shit and all these different religions, how the fuck am I supposed to pick one to believe? They're all different. None of them have any better proof than others. I think it's stupid. Because I don't know if I'm going anywhere. Which I guess you could say justifies it for some people if they really think they're going somewhere after. You could almost say that justifies it for them. Like, they actually legitimately believe that they are going to go somewhere better. And if that is the case, it's almost more justified, but then that goes right back to what Dylan said. Now you're just passing your problem. Sure, you may think you're going somewhere peaceful, and you could be. For all I know, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know shit. I'm not dead. How would I know? So, but that just goes right back to Dylan said. So no matter what you do, it has a bad outcome. There's nothing good about it. You don't escape because you don't know what happens. So you can't say you escape. You can't, and even if you know that, you also can't say there's no longer a problem, because now there is for the rest of your family, or your friends, or the person you fucking met on the side of the road that you told that to. Doesn't matter. You just passed, like Dylan said, you passed the problem on. So no matter what you do, there is no good outcome out of it. So I just don't get the point of it. I think you're better off just constantly fighting. Just keep trying to get better. Even though it may be hard, at least you sat there and just fought it out instead of just saying, hey, you win. I think that was better. There's a lot of shit to deal with, so I don't know. It's a serious thing, and I just figured, a lot of people will have different opinions on it. It's a good thing to hear the difference, because hearing multiple opinions from people kind of helps you decide an opinion for yourself. You hear like, oh, this guy said this guy said that, this guy said that. They all kind of related the same. So then you're like, oh, yeah, well, now I think about it like this. It's kind of that's how people make opinions on things. You hear other opinions. You don't just go one day, I'd like this. In your life, you've heard someone say, oh, you've heard someone give an opinion about it. Oh, I thought this was cool. Oh, I hated it. It's how opinions work. You've heard other opinions. Everyone's heard shit from other people. And then that made you, our little mouse friend is currently squeaking, I think.
Probably mad because I blocked off all of his entries.
He's outside just chilling probably then.
I think so,
Let us in.
because I made sure he can't come back in. I seen him run outside, and then I blocked off everything. Because bro was getting annoying just running everywhere.
I think he's pissed just outside.
Bro, Ratatouille needs to get a job, like in a kitchen or something. Yo, you guys hiring?
Nah.
Nah. Yeah, I'm good. I don't want them to be hiring either. I'm just thinking about going there for breakfast after work.
That'd be so good.
I don't want
Features?
no mouse.
Oh, I'm going to Features tomorrow for breakfast.
Hell yeah. What are you gonna order?
Oh, I'm gonna order a club sandwich. Those are gas.
What time are you going,
Hold
Logan?
on, I got a question.
Whenever I wake up.
I got a question.
Okay.
Could you bleep out features?
If you want me to, I can try.
I feel like that's a little personal.
Okay.
Mm.
Like, yeah, I could if you want. No one really knows
Oh.
because no one even knows what Features is.
I guess, yeah.
It's a pretty cool restaurant down in.
Logan could really screw you over and say exactly what it is, but realistically, anyone in the world won't know where that is unless they actually live in Stratford. Fuck.
So we're gonna have to
bleep
bleep a
that
couple
out,
things
But,
out
yeah,
now.
it's all good. But
Wait, I have a question.
yeah,
Can we freestyle?
48 minutes. I'm
that where we're
fucking
at?
kidding.
Do you want it?
where are we at? Time wise.
48 minutes.
Yeah, why not? We're
Wait, how long is it
Honestly.
normally?
in the 40s.
40.
There's gonna be some stuff that gets cut out, so it's around there. But, yeah, no, we've. I'd say as we're getting close to the end of this podcast, I think we should continue on with our tradition of just extreme fucking chaos, where shit goes nuts because we all sat here and said we've had alcohol, we've had drugs. Honestly, why not? Let's have a good time, and then shit goes to chaos. So it's fitting. And when I say drugs, I mean legal drugs that are okay, that we're allowed to have.
They're legal.
Yes.
Weed.
Nope.
And weed only.
That's it. So don't jump to conclusions, people. This is a serious talk between me and you listeners. We are not in trouble for anything.
I swear it's prescribed.
I made it worse, but yes. Oh god. So I take it you guys are finding oh god. Look. I take it you guys are finding like a non-copyright beat.
Yeah, we're
Free
looking for
for
free for
profit.
profit.
Free for profit. There you go. Not like it's gonna make a lot, but I respect it.
My
It's
tooth
just an
is
ad.
charging.
Oh yeah, YouTube.
Let's do the YouTube ad. Let's do the YouTube survey music. You guys ever heard that?
Oh
Have you ever heard this McDonald's Sprite type beat?
No, bro.
That's
That one's
gas.
off.
That is awful.
It's off.
No, it's gas.
It's not.
I'll leave this to
Ooh.
more you guys. My brain's not
Ooh.
working.
Okay.
I'll leave this more
No
you guys.
way.
My brain's not working very well.
Yo,
Mine either.
cocaine. No. We don't do it. Just weed.
What?
Alcohol.
Just alcohol, but we sipping on the fucking alcohol.
It's actually kind of a hard beat, just saying. I like the bass.
He's just saying, he's just walking, sipping on He's doing all the talking on the I actually like this thing. This shit is first to last, we're in the place you are big disgrace. You are a big disgrace, cause you are a motherfucker. You don't wanna be fucked hard when you go in the yard, but it's prison, or maybe it's school when you're playing in a pool. But pass it to Dylan, he is so cool.
I'm so cool.
He actually sounded
Look, I am so cool when I am a pool, huh? I'm not a fool, huh? I'm like a poodle. I come in like a wood. What? What? Amazing world of gumball. Huh? I just took some big balls.
What?
Throw the balls to the wall. Yeah, we gon' fall. Basketball, I'm hooping. And yeah, Logan shooting. At an underage jellyfish. I told Logan, can you suck my
Desperate weed dog, and we gon' put you in that coffin when we pull up on the block with that chopper hit your body. I'm gonna crack your forehead like it's a nutcracker. We eating nuts, yo bitch is a butt swing. I'ma smack the blunt, sip up on the cup, and we made a podcast with the motherfucking bros.
with the fucking bruise? Hey, but I get him dripped down, stay 10 toes. I'll never ever fall, but I'll let these bitches know just how it goes when the trio's on the road.
and just how it goes. If you all know, this shit's gotta end soon. So I hope you've listened to this too.
Bro, and sit down, going to spoon with all the homies. Bro, with all the homies in the campfire tunes. We're going for the cruising cruise. But we have to end. No, it's not pretend.
Alright though, for real. Now we're pushing this shit right to the end though. I gotta say real quick before Wyatt does his traditional crazy ass endings. I gotta say, if you've liked this podcast and you made it all the way in, you should know there's a certain drink that you should probably at some point, if you've made it to the hour after the end of this video, you deserve to hear this. There's a nice drink company that I think is pretty solid.
If you're talking what I'm talking about, that shit's
They
gas.
even when you're not drinking them, they have some pretty sick cups to use that are pretty solid for any drink you want. You know what drink place I'm talking about?
What are you talking about right now?
I'm talking with W.
You like the actual W?
Yeah, I mean W.
Like the one that's in the link in the description?
Yeah, that one right there. It's pretty solid. And hey, and if you want to drink their stuff, they got good flavors. We got a nice solid shaker right here, all white with a skull on it that says W. That's just an example of what you can get.
And W is a perfect thing if you want to have a good energy drink, but without all those sugars and additives.
And if you want to make it 50+ minutes into this bullshit, you're gonna need some energy. So I highly suggest if you made it all the way to the end, go check it out. So when you watch the next podcast, you can watch it late, just like we recorded it. So,
all right, Wyatt, you want to hit it off?
let's kill this shit. Come on, Wyatt.
Yeah. Can you run the back like 20 seconds? Like,
Here, I'll play you a new beat just just for
Bet,
you.
bet.
Perfect.
Yo, I'm cooking up. Yo, hold up.
The YouTube ad.
Oh wait, not this one. This one ain't it.
He
That
doesn't
one-
like that one.
We can't do that one.
Always making
That one.
them
This is gonna go
every day,
crazy.
every day.
I hope you
Shut
guys
up, Dubby.
enjoyed so
It
far.
don't cost much money.
Alright, hold on. Yo, this better go crazy. Alright, this better be a crazy beat. Okay.
How long do you stay? He's been the ender.
Okay.
Free out of
Hit
the
my
floor.
shoes, bitch, they are Dior, ooh, and I went to the crib. My shoes white, I ain't get them from Igor. They from Italy, and this bitch, it hit me. It's the rum. And yo, bitch, she want the cum. I grab up on that rump. That's that ass. Go to class. You ain't pass. You in the 50s. Off the Ciroc, it got me shitty.